EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Redwoods of Brooklyn taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. But you look at this defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now a short one to Gesicki. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Pierre Strong. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Strong. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Throwing Jones. That is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown number 50. And the Dragons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Hall to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But you look at this defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they bring out their punter. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team,
there he goes right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dragons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. There's Chris Olave. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Brooklyn.
To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Wilson, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick throw to Olave. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Well, now they'll try the end around. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Redwoods' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of... It's caught inside the 25. And they rattle off a big one.
Bro, Madden just hoeing me like, bro, I'm playing the ball. Like, why is it doing this dumb shit?
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Dragons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. This one swung outside to Strong. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. In motion right, that's Wilson. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
21. 11.
Off play action. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong 1st half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the 1st half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Rodgers going to shift them around. Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. Completes this one to Thornton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
You got 58.
A give running right is Hall. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes it to Olave. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Look at 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, this. Hey, 626. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Over here.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now it's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Redwoods take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Across midfield. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Here's Hall again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run with Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave from 4 yards out. And the Redwoods have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Point after here coming up. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, right back to Strong. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Strong again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Jones. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going with Strong on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Strong not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now Jones on third down. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one taken in by Olave. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Redwoods strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And got his man. Complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up first and 10 here. Olave motioning to the left. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that is incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This is 1st and 10. And now they'll audible to something else. Rodgers to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Redwoods 42, Dragons 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 21, 21, 21. 11, 11.
Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers looking to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
First down, Brooklyn.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,